interrupt this radio broadcast to give you a special news bulletin. This is the Monte Davis reporting live from the now and brand spanking new TJAYS Nitty Gritty radio room. I'm back in this thing once more and again. It's been quite some time since you heard from me. I've been chilling like a villain. Do people still say that? I don't think so. Anyway, top stories tonight include TJ talks about the 50th anniversary of the JFK assassination. He digs deep into the walls of our justice system. Does Tim believe that it is a conspiracy? Yes, nigga, I just said your real name on the radio. You'll always be known as Tim, not TJ, to me. Also, TJ will talk a little bit about his goals and ambitions for the future. Is TJ's future bright? Or is it as dark as Wesley Snipes' black ass, or blacker than the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck? We'll find out that and a whole lot more coming up. But without further ado, I'd like to bring to the mic the man who started this all, the man who needs absolutely no introduction, the man that just told me the check was in the mail for kissing his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only TJ. Man, why you gonna put me on blast like that, bruh? Not everybody gotta know my goddamn name. Don't nobody gotta know my name, man. Why everybody gotta know my name? Anyway, man, it's your boy TJ. It's another edition. Man, shouts out to DeMonte, man. I gave that boy his job back. So, man, shouts out to DeMonte, man. He did a real good job, man. Hey, check in the mail, man. I like that. Keep on kissing my ass, man. They're going to continue to be in the mail. This is another edition of TJ's Nitty Gritty. Thank you all for tuning in, man. We got a good show lined up for y'all tonight, man. No doubt. Absolutely. First, we're going to talk a little bit about, like Monte said, we're going to talk about the JFK assassination. We got to talk about the JFK assassination. It actually marks the 50th anniversary, coming up on Friday, the assassination of one of the most well-known and one of the pioneers of the presidency, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was unfortunately and tragically assassinated in Dallas, Texas, 50 years ago, November 22nd, 1963. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all cheering? What the hell? No, man, don't do it like that, man. I said the man was assassinated. Hey, the man was assassinated. What's wrong with y'all? You don't cheer for nothing like that. Anyway, man, we're going to get into a little bit about that, man. We're going to talk and know if, I'm going to let y'all know if it was a conspiracy to me. You know, I did a little digging, I did a little research. I was down in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more about that. Also, I'm going to talk about the goals and aspirations for the future. You know, I'm going to talk about my goals. I set some goals for myself, and I want to talk to you a little bit about those. Also, continuing with the theme that we've been addressing, about the African American race. As you know, for a couple of weeks, I've been focused on the Eyes of the Prize, and also a couple more documentaries about the African American race. Just because you're not part of the African American race does not mean you can't listen to the show and tune in, because you know, there's a certain perspective that I feel, you know, You know, I feel like we should have. And lastly, we gonna tackle. Yeah, we got a big show lined up for you. A dream came true for me last week, and I'm gonna get into that. And I'm gonna let y'all know why this is a dream. And after this, I'm leaving it alone. But of course, we play the best for back in the day and today here on TJAYS Nitty Gritty. So just sit back, relax, and let your boy do his thing. You already know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. We global. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mr. Buster, where the fuck you at? Can't scrap a lick. So I know you got your dick on hard. From fucking your road dogs, the hood you threw up with, niggas you grew up with. Don't even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I wanna slap the taste out your mouth, make it bow down to the rope. Fucking me, now I'm fucking you, little hoe. Oh, don't think I forgot. Let you slide, let me ride. Just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, so I'ma talk on. Stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on. So strap on your Compton hat, your lopes, and watch your back, cause you might get smoked low. And pass the bud, and stay low key, BG, cause you lost all your homies' love. Now call it what you want to. You fucked with me, now it's a must that I fuck with you. Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about. We have your motherfucking record company surrounded. Put down the candy and let the little boy go. You know what I'm saying? Funk motherfucker.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Doggy dogs in the motherfucking house. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Death Row's in the motherfucking house. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. The sounds of a dog bring me to another day. Play with my bone, would you, Timmy? It seems like you're good for making jokes about your Jimmy. Well, here's a Jimmy joke about your mama that you might not like. I heard she was a Frisco dyke, but fuck your mama. I'm talking about you and me, toe to toe. M-U-T, your bark was loud, but your bite wasn't vicious. And the rhymes you were kicking were quite bootylicious. You get what doggy dog, oh, is he crazy? With your mama and your daddy hollering, baby. So what that lets you know? That if you fuck with Dre, nigga, you fucking with Death Row. And I ain't even swinging them things, I'm hollering 187 with my dick in your mouth, bitch.
Yeah, nigga, Compton and Long Beach together on this motherfucker. So you wanna pop that shit, get your motherfucking cranium crack, nigga. Step on up. Now, we ain't no motherfucking joke, so remember the name. Mighty DR. Yeah, motherfucker.
Now understand this, my nigga Drake can't be touched.
Luke's bending over,
so Luke's getting fucked, Buster.
Musta thought I was sleazy, I thought I was a mark, cause I used to hang with Easy.
Animosity made you speak what you spoke, hey yo Drake.
What up?
Chip this nigga off, low.
If it ain't another hoe that I got to fuck with, gap teeth in your mouth so my dick's got to fit.
With my nuts on your tonsils, while you on stage rapping at your whack ass concert.
And I'ma snatch your ass from the backside and show you how Death Row pull off that hoop ride.
Now you might not understand me,
cause I'ma rob you in Compton and blast you in Miami.
Then we gon' creep to South Central on a street knowledge mission.
As I steps in the temple, spotty got him. As I pulls out my strap, got my chrome to the side of his white sock tag.
You tryna check my homie, you best check yourself, cause when you diss Drake, you dish yourself.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga.
So I don't want no denomination to make the bitches don't fall in your cross. I just gonna start fucking with me.
Yeah, 9 Deuce, Dr. Dre, dropping chronic once again. It don't stop. Punishing punk motherfuckers real quick like Compton style, nigga. Doggy dogs in the motherfucking house. Yeah, Long Beach is in the motherfucking house. Yeah, yeah, straight up. Really though. Breaking all them suckers off something real proper life. You know what I'm saying? All them sucker ass niggas can eat a fat dick. Yeah, Easy E, Easy E, Easy E can eat a big fat dick. Tim Dog can eat a big fat dick. Luke can eat a fat dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic right there, man. That's your boy Dr. Dre with Dre Day. TJ Nitty Gritty, you already know what it is, man. I ain't even got to tell you, but you already know we global, we in the boot. For those that started to listen maybe a couple minutes ago, I apologize. We was suffering from some technical difficulties. You know how it go, man. You know, everything ain't perfect, but we still gonna go on in Jesus' name like the old folks say at church. We still gonna let the Lord have his way, amen? That's what the old folks say, amen? Amen. All right, man. Look, man, we're gonna talk to y'all a little bit about the JFK assassination, man. For anybody that knows me knows that I'm big on history, man. I love my history. I love it, man. I mean, if you don't know where you've been, I mean, if you don't know how that saying go, I feel like George Bush. Anyway, man, you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. All right, so the fact of the matter is, I love history. I love, researching history. I love to, examine history, and I like to make my own conclusions. And one thing that always kind of, captivated me was the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Now, I'm not, what I like to call a patriotism slut. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, man. People only, care about America, about what's going on. If it's Veterans Day, then, we patriotic. If it's Memorial Day, then we patriotic. The 4th of July, we rocking Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Then we love Apollo Creed because you wearing red, white, and blue. You know how we do it, man. I'm not a patriotic slut like some people are who just, caught up in the moment. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been studying this, I don't know, for going on 2 years now. I was fortunate enough to live in Dallas, Texas, and I had quite a bit of spare time on my hands. And while I was down there, I no longer stay there. I stay in Mississippi now. But when I was down there in Dallas, I used to examine, the area, where JFK was assassinated. For those that don't know, it's it's called the Dallas, Texas School Book Depository. It's 6 floors. Actually, it's a total of 7 floors. It's one of the most historical landmarks, probably what a lot of people call one of the most well-known crime scenes in American history. And, one of the most well-examined crime scenes in history. I mean, everybody has their own, opinion about what actually happened on that day. But I want to talk to you all a little bit about, for those that don't know what happened, I'm going to bring you up to speed. If you, probably, never heard anybody talk about it, I mean, here we go. I mean, John F. Kennedy, as you all know, he was the 35th president of the United States. He was the president during a time where, everything, people was asking for a change upon, America was actually happening. I mean, TV, was starting to be on the rise. I mean, you had television shows. Some of the older presidents, never appeared on TV. John F. Kennedy, a lot of people thought he was a sex symbol. He had no polarizing good looks. He had the way with the ladies and stuff like that. So everybody kind of, thought he was a photogenic. Everybody wanted his picture. Everybody wanted to see him on TV. He actually took part in the first ever presidential debate on live television back in 1960 when he was running against Richard Nixon, who later became the president of the United States. But Richard Nixon was unsuccessful, losing to John F. Kennedy the first time around, even though he was the vice president of the United States, for Dwight D. Eisenhower, the guy that JFK succeeded. We fast forward time. Of course, John F. Kennedy, he was assassinated. A lot of, the history books tell us that Lee Harvey Oswald, a guy who was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, he He denounced his citizenship and tried to become a part of the Soviet Union. A lot of people know him as a communist. They saying that he was the lone assassin. They said he shot 3 shots. One hit the president in the back. The other one went through the president's shoulder, hit Governor Connolly, who was accompanying JFK. Also JFK's wife. And also John Connolly's wife was in there, along with 2 Secret Service agents. They said that one actually hit him, and the third one, of course, was the fatal headshot wound. Now, that was never disputed before until 1974. In 1974, it was actually disputed because a lot of people had a tendency, of looking into what they called the Warren Commission's Warren Report. There was a list. It was a group of guys who, Lyndon Johnson, the guy who became president after JFK was assassinated, he actually appointed these guys to figure out what happened on that day. And a lot of people feel like, they said it was open and shut case. And of course, at that time, man, patriotism was on the all-time high. That was during the time when a handshake actually meant something. Man, y'all know how it go, man. Somebody shake your hand, you know what I'm saying? Like, it actually used to mean something. It was actually as binding as the contract itself. You didn't need paper and pencil. We got some cutthroat people here today. I wouldn't trust people holding my ice water, say the least, shaking my hand, telling me they're going to do something for me. But back in those days, it actually meant something. And, he assembled these guys, and, a lot of people didn't agree with some of the stuff that was going on. Now, the question always rises, did Lee Harvey Oswald act alone, or did he have some help? Now, I'm going to say this. I visited Dallas, Texas. Everybody knows, shouts out to my girl. Shouts out to Alex. I went down to Dallas, Texas, to visit my girl. And we actually went to the Dallas School Book Depository, which was a museum. And what a great sight, man. They had so many people out there that were just waiting to look inside that museum. And they had so many people that were all around there. I'm talking about people from all different corners of the world. I think I seen some people, it looked like, they were, from Japan, I think I heard some people who sound, they were from Great Britain. You had people all around the world, photographers and everything, that came up in there, just wanted to take a glimpse at this museum. After looking at the artifacts and everything like that, I came to the conclusion that I feel that it was a conspiracy. I don't feel like there was no way that one man can fire off 3 shots in 7 seconds. I don't feel like a man can shoot a man in the back and his head snaps back if you shoot him from behind. I don't feel like one bullet can actually cause 7 wounds inside somebody's body. Maybe if the bullet actually was traveling in the same direction, but he has. John Connolly, what I mean by he had gunshot wounds in his back, also in his wrist, also in his thigh. And for one bullet to do that much damage, as they call the magic bullet theory, you got to be, I hate to say it, you got to be kind of like a boo-boo to fool, man, to believe some crap like that. And I feel like, America at that time, it was going towards a form of a change. I feel like JFK, a lot of people thought that they can actually control this man due to the fact that he was, known as a womanizer. For those that don't know that, it's no secret. JFK had, he loved the ladies. His wife wasn't the only one he was actually loving. Let's just be real. He tipped out the door on Jackie. They had people, all kind of interns and people like that coming forward. Last year, they had a lady that was an intern who actually came forward, wrote a book about her rendezvous with the president. So, come on now. For people that's listening, don't act like you're shocked. The man actually, slept around on his wife. They thought they can control him due to the fact that, he had a weakness for the women. But when he actually came into office, he actually wanted to do things his way. Of course, he had some hit and misses, but all presidents do. All presidents have hit and misses. If you look at, a lot of people wanted Barack Obama to be in office. And a lot of people, actually want him there. He's cheered for actually, first order of duty he had was to actually implement a stimulus package. But a lot of people, feel like he kind of dropped the ball when it came to like some of the war efforts. A lot of people feel like he dropped the ball when it come to Medicare. Some people actually having a hard time right now signing up, for the, Obamacare. So and if you look back, you got George Bush. Where do I start? You also got Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton actually went on television, went on Fox News, and he admitted, he's like, we tried to get Bin Laden the first time. I had a plan, it didn't work. So all presidents have hit and misses. When it comes to JFK, he had the Cuban Missile Crisis, the whole Bay of Pigs fiasco. He actually tried to overthrow Castro, and he had that plan, and it didn't work. And a lot of people felt like, he didn't know what he was doing. And then, of course, Khrushchev, the guy from the Soviet Union, they felt like, he was being a little bit too buddy, and he wasn't trying to protect and defend the United States Constitution by any means necessary. They felt, as if he was just trying to kiss behind in order for not to start no war and, making America look like we were soft. But I think the thing that broke the camel's back was the fact that, he didn't want to go to Vietnam. Man, let's just be honest about this, man. We all can act like, war is a bad thing. Yeah, war is a terrible thing. People die, people go overseas and they fight, and some people know what they're fighting for, and some people, don't have a clue. But it's a good thing for people if you're making helicopters, you're making weapons, you're making bombs, you're making, if you're an oil tycoon, if you have a general interest, if you're a car salesman or something like that, all these people out here, all these different companies that actually make the Jeeps and stuff like that, make the tanks, make the weapons, make the bombs. These people are making money, but at the same time, basically somebody probably getting greased. So at the same time, I feel like Vietnam, they felt like it was a good time. A lot of people wanted, some of the resources to Vietnam, and what's a better way to do it? To go to war and overthrow, the country and take what they want. So they felt like that's what they needed to do. And of course, JFK, he was all about peace. He was all about, doing things our own way. Not having America rely on anybody and help for anybody. And the only reason we want help from these people is because we want their friendship. But if push comes to shove, they can kiss our ass, because the fact of the matter is, we don't need y'all. We love y'all. We cool with y'all, but we don't need you. And that's the kind of reputation that he wanted to have. But of course, these people, they were greedy, money hungry. And I feel like, some of that greed and the fact that they were money hungry, killed the president. Do I think Lee Harvey Oswald was in the window that day? Yes. Do I feel like he shot a weapon? Yes. Do I feel like he did it by himself? Absolutely not. It's impossible. Now, I thought about it, when I was talking to my girl, and we were going over some of the things that we actually saw. And the one thing that we actually looked at, it was like, ain't no way he actually shot all those bullets from that side of the, that little small area. And what kind of fool will leave a weapon and bullet shells land in a line on the floor? I don't care what you say, man. Like, at the same time, if you shooting out the window, aren't you going, ain't you going to hide the murder weapon? You don't know if somebody heard you, the weapon going off. You going to throw it, you ain't going to hide yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then they have witnesses that said that he was actually downstairs. Now, this is scenario B. I thought about, did he do it? Was he in that window? I say yes. But there is a scenario that can say that he wasn't in the window. How stupid are you to actually leave a weapon, behind, the bullets behind, a chicken dinner. Like, this dude was up in here eating chicken, chilling in a squatter's box. Like, waiting. They said, they found chicken bones and stuff like that. Like, he been there for quite a period of time. And a lot of people say it's virtually impossible for him to actually leave downtown and end up where he was in the movie theater at that particular time. They said it was impossible. So everybody say that he was Apache. Some people believe that he was. I feel like he was a scapegoat, but I feel like there was much more going on than everybody says. I think there were squatters. I think there were guys who they say as ciders. I feel like they had maybe like 3 or 4 ciders that were there, and I feel like if you shooting a gun and everybody shooting at the same time, nobody know who if they kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know. So if I say ready, aim, fire, and 3 shots for at the same time, we don't know. We don't know who actually made the kill shot. So I feel like it was something like that was going on. But nevertheless, 50 years. Unfortunately, we lost a man who was a great pioneer, great leader of this country. He done great things. He implemented the space program. He implemented the Peace Corps. I mean, he implemented he wanted to get the Civil Rights Bill passed, which was later passed in 1964 by Lyndon Johnson. So the guy really did some good things, especially for me as an African American. For him to try to push for the effort to try to fight for the rights of the people that were down south. And fight for, trying to get a civil rights bill passed. So, rest in peace to JFK. I feel like he actually, set the tone for some of the presidents that actually want to implement change. But this is just my opinion. I think he was the last real president that we actually had that wasn't, controlled by, big businesses, that wasn't controlled as if they were a proverbial puppet. So, shouts out to JFK. May you rest in peace. Your legacy will go on. Unfortunately, we'll never know exactly what happened to you, but at the same time, that's the way America goes sometimes, right? Throw the brick and they hide their hand. I'm just keeping it real. We glow.
I'm gonna let you hear that other one after I do this. I'm gonna let you hear that one, the 60s and all of those shit, that won't fuck around shit. I like this shit, man.
Rockin', chopping off a profit, going on shopping sprees. Glock in my back pocket, already cocked okay, I'm clocking cheese. Strap jump off the hinges in the trenches, all the alleyways. Had to say, each and every day we grabbing paper. Live a hustler, probably die, gangster and etc. Sometimes I can't take no break, they keep calling my cellular. It's the game, and we know it's life, we gon' be alright. Ain't no sleep tonight, bitch, we out here chasing paper. They can fall in with the Tech 9, no bandana, no gloves on. Long kiss, good night, my nigga, but we ain't making no love song. This bullshit you sold me, got a nice and tall, no soda on it. I straight dropped it, lost 20 grams, like what the fuck is you smoking, homie? Red Camaro, white rally stripes, gon' probably be on TV. Move wrong while it's too long, I'll put your ass on street B. Repeat, you see me, I'm a repeat offender. Park the whip, lay under house, see you move around with the stethoscope. Arrested for a look best to teach these pussy niggas about stretching coke. Pin the pin with the shit gun, like say hello to my little friend. She got me that Texaco, down here for school, not visiting. Say it's about to get interesting. Bitch say she from Michigan. Here rockin', chopping off a profit, going on shopping sprees. Glock in my back pocket, already cocked okay, I'm clocking cheese. Strap jump off the hinges in the trenches, all the alleyways. Had to say, each and every day we grabbing paper. Live a hustler, probably die, gangster and etc. Sometimes I can't take no break, they keep calling my cellular. It's the game, and we know this life, we gon' be alright. Ain't no sleep tonight, bitch, we out here chasing paper. Shipment just come in, drop work in Ponchatoula and Springfield. Extend the clip on a 9 milli, lot of holler tips, no refill. Imagine how the fuck we feel in the wintertime, no heat here. I sleep here, all my smokers big bum and ball for free bill. And we feel you need a nigga like me in your life. Drive times going boom. I listen to the radio, we on fly. Shorty say she on mine. Color all in the wrong lines to the dope game. I got strong times to talk cocaine. This all the time. Favorite old song entitled White Lines. Watch rich people snort white lines with light wine at dinner parties. I've been retarded. I leave a party. People started leaving like we the party. Thuggin' or don't mention it. Pockets full of Benjamin Burrell. Here I get chopping off a profit, going on shopping sprees. Glock in my back pocket, already cocked okay, I'm clocking cheese. Strap jump off the hinges in the trenches, all the alleyways. Had to say, each and every day we grabbing paper. Live a hustler, probably die, gangster and etc. Sometimes I can't take no break, they keep calling my cellular. It's the game, and we know this life, we gon' be alright. Ain't no sleep tonight, bitch, we out here chasing paper.
Yeah, it's your boy Kevin Gates with Paper Chasers. TJ's Nitty Gritty. TJ in the booth with you. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, taking some time out your busy schedule on this Tuesday night just to chill with your boy just for an hour, man. You know how we do it, man. Straight from the dome. I ain't got no script in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just talk from my mind, talk from my head. You know what I'm saying? I just do it from, I mean, what I feel is needs to be said. I mean, I don't step on no toes or anything like that, but if I do, I mean, I'm just being honest. And I think we all just need to, take looks at ourselves. And, and also, if you're not too familiar with the JFK assassination, there's so many videos on YouTube. Now, I mind you not to just, pay attention to the, conspiracy, theories that go around. I mean, so many conspiracy theorists, always have their say so in it. I like to talk about the media from the media standpoint and look at it from, the conspirators' standpoint. I mean, and actually draw your own conclusion. Don't just be suckered in because a few things were said and you're like, oh yeah, man, that makes sense. I mean, draw your own conclusion. I mean, read some books. Have some understand, research yourself, and I mean, take the time out because I mean it's very interesting and like I said, man, you got to know about your history. I mean, you can't go nowhere if you don't know where you been. So focus on that. I encourage everybody to look on YouTube. Also go to your local libraries and also on ebooks, man. If you're big on ebooks, check it out. You can look at the JFK from Dealey Plaza. That's a real good book. And also the day, they said the day America died. That's also another good book. We're gonna move on, man. I want to focus a little bit right now. I want to focus on the future. I said I want to focus on the future. No, not the future. Not future. Not future the singer. But I'm talking about the actual future. I'm talking about, man, looking forward at tomorrow. I mean, stuff that you don't even see yet. And right now, this might be some motivation for somebody. Alright? Ever since I was a kid, I had the ability to, go on stage or, talk in front of people. And I never knew why. I mean, I was never afraid. I was never rattled. I was never, shamefaced in any situation. And, my mom, she used to throw these little plays and stuff like that at church. We used to have those little Christmas programs where, she'll cut a sheet off the bed, and make some wise men costumes. And, we'll get a stick from outside, make a staff and stuff like that. Around Christmas and, around Easter and stuff like that, we did plays. And, I got some, some experience from that. As I got older, I went to college. When I went to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I majored in history, then I changed that to political science, and then going into my sophomore year, I changed to communication and theater. I kind of fell in love with the whole theater thing again when I actually seen a play that actually focused on the life of Emmett Till. I don't even think some of the most close people in my life actually know this story, but I actually seen a story. That focused on the life of Emmett Till, and the play actually was so graphic, and the actors just did so well to a point I said, man, I want to be a part of it. And all throughout college, I used to act, and I kind of liked it. It was okay. I love the troupe that I was in. I was part of Mad Drop and Performance Troupe at Jackson State University, and we used to travel all over. But I always used to compare my drive to the next guy. You know what I'm saying? My best friend, probably one of the best actors I ever seen, up close. And I feel like, he had the ability to, do voice impressions. He had the ability to actually, change on the fly, and he was so, just versatile. And I was like, man, I was looking at him, and then I look at one of my other friends and this other guy, that was really good, and I compared them to me, and I was like, man, well, I'm not as good as them, so I must not really be that good of an actor. And my teacher came to me one day because I was doing probably pretty terrible, doing a play, and I felt like I wasn't as good as them. So when he asked me the question, he said, do you want to do this for the rest of your life? And I responded, no. And I noticed, like, the look on his face, he was in shock, because I guess he kind of figured that, I wanted to be an actor. And I guess, part of me, that was kind of the plan, but of course I was discouraged, and that was probably one of the points in my life where I was really just trying to find myself. I really tried to, figure out who TJ actually is. And after that, I really didn't get on stage like that. I didn't get opportunities, and I really had to scratch, bite, and claw my way on stage. And every single opportunity that I had, I felt like it was earned more than the next person. So, I was able to get on stage, on my junior and senior year. And after I graduated, I moved to Dallas, and I kind of stopped doing it. And one day, I actually, they had this production company. Shouts out to Nivram production companies out in Addison, Texas. I did some shows with them, and my appreciation for the arts actually came back. It was special, man. It was something special. And I felt like, I fell in love with acting all over again. And it's no surprise to some of my close listeners, like, I was going through a real hard time, over these last, during this year alone, I was going through a transition. For those that actually listen to shows past, you know what I'm talking about. So I just needed something to cope about some of the, issues and some of the problems that I was actually having. So when I moved from Dallas to Mississippi, I actually got into acting again. And, I felt like this last play that I did, I actually did a really good job. For the first time, like, I never was proud of my work. I never was proud of anything that I actually did, because I was always comparing myself to the person that was next to me. And, not to get too emotional about it, but I always thought I was never good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I always compared myself to somebody else. And, now I feel like I'm just going to, step out on faith. I don't know where my journey is going to take me. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't. I don't know, what's going to happen to me. But I can tell you this. The story of TJ is yet to be written. Y'all listen to me, when I do these shows for an hour, but there's so much more that you may not know. And for those, you might be listening, there's so much about you that people don't even know. And I think the worst thing that you can actually do is try to live up to other people's expectations of what you think that you should be. I think whatever in life, I don't care if it's a job, I don't care if it's, just family. I don't care if it's something that's in dealings with acting or radio. There's always different avenues. I do this show honestly because, I love radio, and I've applied to different places, and fortunately I haven't gotten any callbacks. But that's not stopping me from getting my voice across, because I have listeners that's listening to me right now. So, there's always different avenues. I'm going to knock on the door until somebody answers. And that's the way that people should look at things. Keep on knocking on that door until somebody answers. And stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people, because that's the worst mistake I ever made in my life. Who knew where I could have been if I would have just examined myself and not compare myself to my best friend and my other friends when I was in school? Who know where I would have been if I would have actually stepped out on faith, said, hey, hell, I'm gonna go out here, you know what I'm saying, to Los Angeles, and I'm going to be in the movie. I'm going to try hard, you know, and if I fall flat on my face, then I know that I tried. You know, if I go out here to Atlanta and, you know what I'm saying, I try to audition for a Tyler Perry movie or, you know, some of those other stage plays out there in Atlanta, if I don't make it, then so be it. If I apply for that job and I don't get that job, but you know what I'm saying, but I tried and I keep on sending resumes over and over again, if I don't get it, then so be it. I gave it the old college try. When you do that, you'll have a sense of satisfaction. And that you can make a decision about what you want to do for your life. If there's a path that you want to continue to go, or if it's something, you know, that you actually think that, I mean, you can just let go. Because honestly, I mean, it's like life, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a passion, it's something that's inside of you. It's something that can never go away. And of course, you know, if you're not around it, then, you know, it's out of sight, out of mind. But when you're around it again, that love, you know, happens all over again. So, for those that's listening right now that's going through a hard time, for those that actually listening, they actually gave up on their hopes and dreams and, you know, for the future, I just say look to the future. I want you to do something for me today. All you got to do, for all my listeners out there, all you got to do is just find that one thing that you fell in love with. I think we all know that. That one thing that you fell in love with that meant so much to you at that time. And really examine that and think about it. Like, was that really something that I wanted to do? Is it something that I really want to pursue? Why did I stop pursuing that goal? Why did I stop that from happening? Was it me? Or was it somebody else? Was I looking at someone else? Or was it something that I really seriously didn't want to do? So I want everybody to focus on that. And you know, that's the realest thing I can actually say, because I'm looking towards the future. Like I said, the book of TJ is yet to be written, but I guarantee you, when it is written, y'all gonna want to read the whole damn thing. We global.
Feeling, and I just can't turn it loose. That somebody's been getting next to you. I don't wanna walk around knowing I was your fool, 'cause being the man that I am, I just can't lose my cool. My friends keep telling me about the things that's going on, yeah. But deep in my heart, baby, I hope that I'm wrong. Yes, I hope that I'm wrong, but I know it, babe. Somebody's sleeping in my bed. Somebody's taking my sleeping in my bed, and you know just what I mean. Oh, I come home early, expecting your warm embrace. Something is wrong, 'cause it's written all over your face. It hurts so bad when I walk through the door. But you know one damn thing, baby, I ain't coming back no more. No, no, no. Now don't try to tell me things are still the same, yeah. 'Cause when we made love, I heard you call out his name, me. I gave you the world 'cause you were my girl, but you still ran out on me. Oh yeah. Somebody's sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. Somebody's taking my place. Oh yeah. Now if you truly love me, alright, then this would not be happening. Sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. Oh no, 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 no. Gotta let you go. Yes, I do, baby, baby. Somebody's taking. Why'd you do it to me? Why'd you do it? I don't wanna be a fool no more.
Somebody sleeping in my bed. Somebody resting their head. Get the hell out of my bed. Hey man, hey, y'all remember that video? Hey, y'all remember that video with that dude named Nokia when he was pouring hot candle wax down his shit? Get the hell out of here, dude. Man, but that's a hit though. I mean, Homeboys had more baby oil than any porno movie you can find, but I mean, it's still a good song, man. And I think that candle wax was a little bit much. And nevertheless, man, that was In My Bed by Drew Hill. Probably one of the best male vocal groups in history right there. You know what I'm saying? I think they up there with Boys to Men as one of the best groups. This is TJ Nitty Gritty. Once again, for those that are just tuning in, we talked a little bit about JFK's assassination. We also talked a little bit about goals for the future. You know, I hope that the message that I actually, sent forth tonight, somebody actually got it, and I hope that it was helpful to somebody. I mean, I ain't trying to preach to anybody or anything like that, but I mean, you all just need a little bit of encouragement every now and then. I mean, that's just true. Everybody needs a little encouragement. I mean, no matter how helpful you are, no matter how many people you help, at the end of the day, people may look at you for help, but at the end of the day, you're gonna want help for yourself. I mean, you're gonna have problems too, so you may have issues that you actually deal with personally as well, and sometimes it feels like nobody actually listens. So hopefully some of those words actually help somebody like that. Moving on, I'm gonna say this. Now we about to get into probably the most controversial part of the show. They got some fat ass people in Mississippi. I'm just being real. They got some fat ass people here. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that noise, bruh. I'm just being real. They got some fat people here. And I ain't just talking about, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm talking about, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. This is, I'm about to step on some toes. I appreciate the listeners. But at the same time, man, like, if you fat and you do absolutely nothing about it, I'm sorry, but I ain't got no sympathy for you. I ain't got no sympathy. Man, shut up. Shut up. I mean, that's just honest and truth. If you fat and you do absolutely nothing about it, then I mean, it's hard for me to rally behind you. Like when somebody be like, oh, look at this guy right here. He can barely walk. I mean, like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did you do in order for you to get that way? And then I thought about it. Why is it that all these black folk and all these people are fat? I mean, that's a good question. And once again, because, man, I'm just being honest. My girl, man, she my best friend. We talk about everything. We probably spend countless time on the phone because, of course, when you're in a long distance relationship, phones are, You know what I'm saying? The source of the way you get along and how you know what I'm saying, how they manage your relationship. But so we on the phone and we talking, and we came to the conclusion that more people, the reason why they fat is because of the conspiracy that's going around here. That's right. There's a conspiracy going on, people. And y'all ain't even know it. There's a conspiracy going around and y'all ain't even know. Y'all asking for burgers and fries and y'all don't even know. Real talk. The fact is, there's a conspiracy going on. And I want everybody to listen to this. Alright? Before y'all pass judgment and be like, oh man, let me cut this dude off. Nah, listen to me. Have y'all ever noticed that in black neighborhoods and Hispanic neighborhoods and rural urban areas, there are absolutely no healthy food places? None. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that there are very little places to exercise, like fitness centers in urban and rural areas? Why is it that they can build a Wendy's on the corner, but they can't build a Whole Food Market on the corner? Why is it that they give us, what they say is 99% fat free, but turns out there's loads and loads of sodium inside the meat that they actually send to our grocery stores, but yet in some of these other places they sending grain and they sending all this organic food to these places? Why is it, people? Now realize that the reason why people are fat is because of this situation right here. They want us to be. And what I mean by want to be, they want us to be fat. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. They want us to be fat. Because if they didn't want us to be fat, I mean, hell, I like salmon. I'm real. I like salmon. I like grilled fish. You know what I'm saying? I like artichokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people probably know what artichoke is. They actually sold it in a store. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that we actually have to go way across town in order for us to get these things? Why? Oh, they might steal them. Hell, they steal in every store. They may not want them. Can you give us an option? Instead of just putting us, you know what I'm saying, Roscoe chicken joint on the corner, serving us all this lard and grease. Yeah, I'm down with it, man. It's cool. It's finger looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. It hits the spot. But it's not hitting the spots that we need it to. It's hitting the spots of our left ventricle in our heart. And we ain't even getting it. We don't understand it, and we don't care. And we don't fight about these things because we don't care. Why is it that we not walking? Why is it that we're not running? I mean, like African Americans, I mean, like Hispanics, because it's an actual statistic that minorities are, are ranked the highest in obesity. And I hate to say it, black folk, but we fat. You know what I'm saying? Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? That's second. But leading the way is the African American race. And I see around here, and people don't even understand that. They so busy trying to get some of these, some of these government benefits, but they don't want to take out here. Like, why take your government benefits and go to go to the store and buy all this crap that you gonna be feeding your baby just so they can be fat as hell, just like you fat as hell? You know what I'm saying? Why not take that? You know what I'm saying? Why not take those food stamps and go to the Whole Food Market? Oh, wait a minute. Because most Whole Food Markets don't even accept food stamps. Can y'all believe that? That's true. That's the truth. Most Whole Food Markets do not accept food stamps. Why is it, people? Did you ever think about that? The fact of the matter is, people, we need to stop putting this crap in our mouths. I'm not preaching. I'm not Bob Harper. I mean, I'm not Dovette. I'm not I'm not Jillian Michaels. But however, You know what I'm saying? I still care about my people. I care about us. I love y'all people. Sight unseen, I love y'all. And it's sad that we're leading the way in hypertension. We leading the way with diabetes. You know, when we hit 60 and 70, we getting limbs cut off because we have too much, you know what I'm saying, grease and stuff like that clogging our arteries and stuff like that. Too much salt. You know what I'm saying? And we not even getting the big picture. And we settle for that. And we settle for that crap. I mean, we need to be out here. We need to, preach awareness. Not just, on TV. But, you know what I'm saying, actually carry it out. Tell your kid to take his ass outside. Tell your kid to take his ass outside. I went outside when I was a kid. I mean, you probably went outside when you was a kid. Tell your kid to go outside instead of parking them in front of the TV and allowing TV to raise them just because you don't want to deal with them. Send that kid outside, buy that kid a bike. You know what I'm saying? That kid might think he having a fun in his life, but you know what? He building muscle and calf muscles. Send those kids outside. It's a damn shame that you got to get a football player on TV, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and tell your kids they have 60 minutes to play a day. It's a damn shame. And the PE, you know what I'm saying, the physical education inside the African American schools and some of these minority schools, they not even promoting that. I can tell you right now, when I was in high school, PE was you know what I'm saying, the fun time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know who my PE teacher was until probably about 6 weeks into school. I'm like, oh, he was our PE teacher because he wasn't ever there. They'll park us inside the auditorium, and we'll be sitting up in there. Half of the people be playing spades. Half of the people will migrate over there to the left side of the gym and shoot dice. You might get somebody to hoop up in there playing some basketball. And me, you know what I'm saying, I was outside playing football, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of my homeboys. But you don't have everybody doing stuff like that. They're not promoting this type of awareness. And it's a damn shame. And that's why people are fat. And my folk in Mississippi, man, y'all need to do right, man. It's terrible. Y'all terrible, man. I see this all the time. I'm walking, man. I'm like, this person barely breathing walking. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna walk to that chicken joint, ain't they? Well, they gonna walk there in full stride, huh? I mean, the fact of the matter is, man, it's sad. It's the truth, but it's sad. And I hope that I'm I'm offending somebody, because maybe somebody will get up and actually do an exercise. You know what I'm saying? If you want to push up to me, you know what I'm saying, make sure you do a push up first. And honestly, man, we just got to do better, man. We got to read between the lines, man. We got to speak against this type of stuff, man. Why we don't have our whole food markets, right? Why don't we have these things? Why don't we have, you know what I'm saying, why don't we have some of these nutritionists that come around here? You know what I'm saying? I would like to go to the gym because they know, you know what I'm saying, people ain't actually checking for these things because they don't want you to. And go on the websites while you looking at Facebook and Twitter. Actually go on some of these websites and actually look at nutritional diets, things that you shouldn't eat. Why, you know what I'm saying, why you shouldn't eat McDonald's all the time, why you shouldn't eat Burger King all the time, and focus on those things. I mean, we just need to understand, man, that the conspiracy that's going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start speaking up for these things. We don't speak up for them, so it continues to happen. And we don't fight for things like we used to. Why don't we fight for things like we used to? I have no idea. And for some of these civil rights pioneers, they probably rolling in their grave. They got bullets in their head, bullets in their back, bullets in their throat. You know what I'm saying? Shot 19 times. And for what? For us to forget about the liberties that they fought for? Why the hell is they, you know what I'm saying, being cold in the ground? I hate to say it, being maggot food for people that's not even trying to do anything. Not even trying to progress. Just relying on the government, trying to get their food stamps, trying to get their WIC. And I'm not speaking for people that actually need that stuff. If you need it, you know what I'm saying, I understand. But don't let that stuff be a part of you. People like to let that stuff be a part of them, and I don't understand why. I mean, if you living in a ditch, you want to stay in a ditch? I mean, it get cold in that ditch. It get rain, and that rain turns to mud, right? And it becomes a pretty crappy place. So why the hell would you want to do that to yourself? Wake up, people. Wake up, and let's focus on some of these issues. Let's fight for these type of things. Let's stop allowing this stuff to happen to us. I mean, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's point the proverbial middle finger, you know what I'm saying, at some of these issues. Because it's going to continue to happen if we don't say nothing. And life is just going to continue to pass us by. Because I'm tired of seeing some of my people die so young. Hypertension, diabetes, and not of old age. I hate to say it, man. The lowest statistic, I'm going to just let y'all know this real talk. People that's living to the age of 90, and they did a general census on this. African Americans, Latino Americans, they rank last. The average life expectancy of African American, y'all know, 81.6 years. 80.6. So we live in 81 years. Latinos, 83. So y'all not too far behind. Let's get up and let's do something about this, people. We global.
Don't talk, just listen. First of all, I have to be honest with you, baby. I lied when I told you I never want to see you again. Can you please stay, baby? Just for tonight, and maybe we can do something like make love, watch the sunrise, or listen to JoJo, KC sing us a verse. Slide close, baby. Let the voice tell you. Oh, you feel so sexy, so good.
Doing all the things that we used to do. Babe? My bad. Back to the song. Man, sit your biggin' ass down. That's your boy Jodeci with Stay, man. That's a classic right there, man. That's, as y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry cutting to the song. But that's one of my favorite songs, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jodeci, man. They don't make music like that no more. They just don't, man. I was listening to radio earlier today, man. I had to cut it off, man. I'm like, I'd rather ride inside to listen to some of this crap. So, man, for real talk, man, it's terrible. It's terrible, man. It ain't even need to be discussed no more. This is TJAYS Nitty Gritty. Coming towards the end of our show, but I plugged this and I'm trying to implement this like really, really quick, and I appreciate you all for tuning in. We're going a little bit over time, but once again, this is my show, man. So, you know what I'm saying, whatever on my mind, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to speak it. Because I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. You feel me? You hear me? Nah, seriously, man. Lastly, I want to talk about a dream that actually came true last week. I'm a big, huge, ginormous, ambiguously. I'm a huge wrestling fan, y'all. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And I've been a wrestling fan since I can say about 4 years old, or probably as long as I can remember it. You know, my uncles used to watch wrestling. They was real big wrestling fans, like during what they used to call the territorial days. That's when wrestling was actually divided into like different states. Different states had different wrestling companies. So, you know, my uncles, they set me in front of the TV, man, with them, and they used to watch wrestling Saturday morning, Mondays, Thursdays, used to watch it all. And when I was old enough to remember, you know what I'm saying, some of the experiences I had when it came to wrestling, I remember WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. And there had so many people in that crowd, and you know what I'm saying, I was just a loss for words. And of course, I was watching on VHS at the time, Coliseum Video. And I said, man, one day, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to WrestleMania. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be sitting in the crowd. And I tell y'all, 23 years later, I fulfill that dream. I'm going to WrestleMania! Yes! 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 I'm going to WrestleMania, yo. And I don't care. They can be like, man, this dude lame as hell, man. You a grown ass man watch wrestling, man. Forget yo. Like I said, man, this has been a dream since I was 4 years old to go to WrestleMania. And you know, I was able to make that dream come true. And yes, I will be sitting in the nosebleeds, and most likely I'm going to need some binoculars, and maybe the Undertaker and some other superstars going to look like dots. But nevertheless, I'm going to be in that thing. That's right. I'm going to be in there. And I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to WrestleMania. But, unfortunately, y'all, I'm going to say this. After WrestleMania, I have to part ways with wrestling. Yes, man. I got to part ways with it. I got to let it go, y'all. I got to let it go. And, no, I'm not getting too old for wrestling, because, I mean, you got old people, you know what I'm saying? They be like, man, wrestling fake, wrestling fake, wrestling fake. Whatever, man. I see people looking at some of these fake-ass reality shows, all that neck-rolling TV. Y'all know it's fake. Y'all know it's fake, but somebody, you know what I'm saying, nobody all up in y'all face with it. Let me have my entertainment. Let me watch wrestling. But anyway, I gotta let it go, y'all. And this is something I've noticed, and I've noticed this since I was a kid, but, you know, as a fan, you know, I kind of let it go. I let it part ways. Do y'all realize there has never, ever been an African American WWE champion? I'm being okay. Yeah, people gonna be like, man, well, The Rock is a man. Let me tell y'all something. The Rock is not African American. He not a full-blooded African American. I'm talking about a full-fledged black man. I'm talking about ain't no disputing, ain't no mix, nothing. There has never been an African American WWE champion, WWF champion, WWF champion. There's never been one. And that kind of came to my attention. You know, when I had a conversation with my uncle, the one that actually, you know, introduced me to the whole thing. He said he was done with it. He said, you know, I don't watch it no more, man. They biased. And I was like, what you mean biased? He was like, you notice they ain't never had a black WWE champion? He's like, we live in 2013, and it's a shame because there have been so many superstars that actually came through there, African Americans, that they actually could have, you know, put out there. But I feel like they don't feel like African Americans in this day and age are marketable. Yeah, we have African American president. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Rock is on TV, one of the biggest superstars in Hollywood. But let's just be honest about this, people. If you look at The Rock on a movie, if The Rock married, he not married to a black woman. Name one movie where The Rock was married in a movie and his wife wasn't white. Or his wife wasn't Hispanic. Or his wife wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like some kind of foreign, you know what I'm saying, some kind of foreign, some kind of, from a foreign country, I should say. Name one. Name one movie. I'm waiting. You can't. Because you know why? Because The Rock is acceptable. The Rock is acceptable in, you know what I'm saying, in that little circle. He was marketable. You know what I'm saying? He had the movie star good looks. He had the good smile. He had the eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? He was half Samoan and stuff like that. And people loved him. And, I mean, you couldn't deny him. I mean, he was basically, every time he was on TV, you know, you had that chance. And, of course, you know what I'm saying, he has roots. I mean, to, like I said, to Samoa. But as far as African Americans are concerned, as far as the Mark Henrys, the Kofi Kingstons, the MVPs, the Shelton Benjamins, the Coco Bewares, there's never been a black WWE champion. And for that reason alone, I got to hang it up. I got to let it go, man. Because it's too much, man. I mean, I looked into it, man. I'm like, he absolutely right. Why is it that in this age we can't have a black WWE champion? Why is it that you can't promote a guy? Why? Because, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like he's smart enough? Why? You don't feel like he worked hard enough? I mean, you put some of the sorriest people. Yeah, you'll give him that world belt. You'll give him the world belt because that's like second rate. Nobody really think about that. They don't think of you as a face of a company if you carrying that belt around. But the WWE Championship never had been held by an African American man, a full-blood African American man. So that way, I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go, man. WrestleMania was always a dream of mine. I'm gonna fulfill that dream because it's something that I always wanted to do. But unfortunately, after that, I will continue to watch wrestling right now, just so I can know exactly what's going on leading up into it. But after I sit in that seat, and after all that stuff happened, I'm afraid I gotta let it go. I gotta part ways with that because we have made too many strides as a people to not allow a man of African descent to be a champion. And this has been another edition of TJ's Nitty Gritty. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. If you want to get in touch with your boy, you can log on to Facebook. Look under my government name. Not my government. You can look under my government name, which is Tim Jones. You can also look at the TJ's Nitty Gritty fan page. You also join that page. And also look me up under Gritty TJ on my Twitter page. So, I'd like to thank, shouts out to my girl, Alex, man. Real supportive. Also serves as a technical director as well. You know, she was the one that was telling me that I was having technical difficulties. A true friend, you know what I'm saying, I really can say is my best friend. Excuse me, I'm like something in my throat. You know, a true friend, and you know, somebody that's always stood behind me. And there's no surprise, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes in life, you know what I'm saying, things actually happen in order for two people to find their way to each other. And I wouldn't trade what I have with her for anything in the world. And I wouldn't trade, you know, the experiences that we actually experience for anything in the world as well. To everybody around the world, thank you all for tuning in. This is another edition of TJAYS Nitty Gritty. Till next time, you already know. But you already know, I'm going to tell you again, we global. Good night, everybody.
I'm more than just an option.
Hey, hey, hey.
Refuse to be forgotten.
Hey, hey, hey.
I took a chance with my heart.
Hey, hey, hey.
And I feel it taking over. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart. I'm more than just a number.
Hey, hey, hey.
I doubt you'll find another.
Hey, hey, hey.
So every single summer,
Hey, hey, hey.
I'll be the one that you remember. And I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart. It's more than just a mission.
Hey, hey, hey.
You hear but you don't listen.
Hey, hey, hey.
You better pay attention.
Hey, hey, hey.
And get what you've been missing. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart. Too many times I've been wrong. I guess being right takes too long. I'm done waiting, there's nothing left to do but give all I have to you. And I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart.